What's up, everybody? Belligerent here with another Bloodline video. And before we get into it, I want to throw a couple of things at you, okay? The first one I'm going to throw at you up in the upper left-hand corner is our Discord invite code. So you can head on over to Discord, join our server. We want you all to come hang out with us. We're having a blast. We're building a good community. There's a lot of good people there, a lot of good conversation going on. It's also where you can recommend videos to me, ask me questions, and it's also where I'm going to leak, and I have been, leaking some of the information that I'm getting ready to put out in videos. You'll find out some of that stuff first. Some of it I hold on to it for the videos, but some of it we discuss beforehand. I leak some of it, and we just have a great time, a good time. So come on over, help us continue to build the greatest unofficial Bloodline server that's out there. The second code that I want to throw at you is a guild code. So if you head on over to the guild tab, up on the top there, you see where it says enter name or ID to search for guild. You can enter this ID. Now, the guild that I'm a part of, we just maxed out on our main server, and so we decided to expand to another server. I'm going to be kind of running that branch of our guild, so to speak, but we have a guild Discord where kind of everybody comes together. So we got a lot of great people on it. We're small right now. We are on server 295. And if you enter this code that you see down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you can go to server 295, find our guild, come on over and join it. I'm happy to help you. If you're new, if you're experienced, come on over and help us grow the guild better. And like I said, we are slowly expanding to other servers, so it's going to be a great presence, a great guild community there for you if that's what you're into. The last one I'm going to throw you is an invite code. Now, over on the left-hand side of your screen, when you log in, underneath your account icon, you'll see Go ID, Mail, Feature Preview, Quests, and then you'll see the community chat bubbles. So when you come into this, now you have to be prior to stage 320. So if you start up a new account on a different server, or you are brand new to the game and you are prior to stage 320, you can come into this area. Down at the bottom, you will see 3 tabs: community, invitation code, and rewards. So if you go into the invitations code, this is where you will put this code that I'm giving you in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen right now. If you do that prior to stage 320, when you hit stage 320, you will get these rewards: 100 diamonds, 10 construction plans, and 200,000 bread. Okay, do that. You'll get those rewards after you after you complete stage 320. When you complete stage 320, you can go to your rewards tab, or find your invitation code, start giving that invitation code to other people so you can start getting rewards from friends that you're inviting. Okay, so that's what I got for you, and now let's get into the video. Let's do this. So my most watched video ever, and by a large margin, is my marriage video. Here you can see it right here. It's right here at the top. By a large margin is my most watched video ever. So it didn't really surprise me when I started getting a lot of questions about how to marry the clan traits to a champion, how to guarantee traits, things along those lines when I put out my ultimate support guide, and people saw how I had 4 different clan traits. Well, I guess technically 3 different clan traits, 4 counting the trait that the champion came with, but how I got 3 new clan traits on there. People were confused. They needed more explanation. One person told me, like, I watched your marriage video, but I just can't wrap my head around how to get all these clan traits on what I'm trying to do. So that's what this is going to be. We're going to do a video. I'm going to walk you through how I go about guaranteeing all these marriages. Now, it is very resource heavy, and when I say resources, we're talking about the rings. Okay, I have 49 rings right now. Let's see how many we have at the end of this. Okay, so it's very resource heavy to do what we're going to do here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this mythic female scorching fire and we're going to marry 4 traits onto her. We're going to get brutal, we're going to get focus, we're going to get agile, and we're going to get devout. Okay, focus, going to help with her energy regen. Agile, attack speed when it works. Brutal is obvious, that's more strength. And then devout will help, will give her 22% more healing when she gets all of that health back at the end of her ultimate. Is this the optimal guide for her? I don't know. It's just kind of one I came up with off the top of my head. Sounds pretty good. I haven't tested it, so I don't know. I'm not saying run out and go do this build, but I'm going to take you through and we're going to learn kind of all the steps involved to do this marriage. Now, if you are patient, you can do this in less marriages than what I'm about to show you. If you wait for the right champions, you won't have to do the additional marriages that I'm going to have to do. Okay? Also understand I'll get to that later. But I'm going to have to do some additional marriages. But one thing I like to do when I'm doing like a multi-trait marriage and I got all of this confusion going on, okay, is I like to kind of find everything I'm going to need and organize it. And that's what I've done here. And the way you can do it is find the champions that you need and then level them up and kind of put them in order. You see, I've done that here, starting at 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, all the way, so on and so forth, all the way down. So if I have calculated this right, this is actually going to take us 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20 champions. And it's going to leave us with 1, which would be the 21st champion. So she's number 21. She's the only one that's going to be left of these 21 champions when we're all done. Okay? So, how do we go about doing this? Well, first, we have to look at her traits. The method we're going to use is by matching traits to guarantee what trait we get. And you'll see how that works as we go through this. So if we look at her traits, confident, healthy, loyal, bestial. Okay. Now, I'm going to do my best to remember those as we go, but I probably won't, and you probably shouldn't expect yourself to either. What I will do sometimes is I'll take a screenshot of them, and then I have an Android, so I can do the split screen. So I put the split screen, and I'll put the traits up at the top, so I don't have to constantly keep going back and forth. But even then, this can get fairly confusing quickly. Okay, so confident, healthy, loyal, bestial. Now, the first trait that I want to put on her is my brutal trait. Why? Because it is much easier to get a brutal match than it is to get an additional clan to match. Okay, so if I can get brutal on first, that's my goal. So that's why I have this ASN. Now we're going to get this to where it is a 50-50 chance. We're either going to get devout or we're going to get brutal. I'm okay with either because devout is part of my plan. However, I really want brutal first. Okay, so he has bestial already. He has brutal, which is what we're trying to move. Okay, you remember she has bestial. All right, so now I need to either match confident, healthy, or loyal. All right, so I've gone through. I have this champion, which is going to give us the healthy, and then this one that's going to give us the confident. Okay, so we're going to have to do these marriages first. Now, one thing I didn't account for, so this might take, even more marriages than I had planned is I didn't account for the in between marriages because closely related heirs can't marry each other. So if we run into that, I might have to ad lib. There's some 50-50 possibilities that might happen, so I might have to ad lib those also. Okay. Now, one thing I will say is when you're using these commons, right? So we're going to do this, and I wish I could put these in order. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so we're looking, it was a her. There we go. Okay, so one thing that would be better is actually if I had the female ASN, because then I could guarantee that I would get this confident. Okay, but I don't think I could find one. We're not going to worry about it. So again, we're going to change out Scrappy and change out Noble. And we want this confident. Now, this is a 50-50. I say that, but that's, from my experience, that's not accurate. The clan traits are much harder to swap over, so you have a better chance of getting the common than the clan trait. Of course, I say that now, and then I'm going to end up with the clan trait. But here we go. Let's get this married over. All right, and we got the confident. That's what we wanted, so we're good there. Okay, so now the next one. Okay, if we come back out here, apparently I didn't marry the one I had. Oh, that was healthy. All right, what's this? This is confident. All right, well, I already got confident, so I don't need that one. Whoops. I will need it for somebody else. Somebody else needed it, so because I married somebody else's. Okay, so that's why I put these in order, but I didn't pay attention to numbers. So see, he's 15. I should have married 14. Now I'm looking for number 13. So hit that, marriage. Okay, I'm going to change this to common because I'm looking for a common. Here's my 13. Okay, now this one, we know we're going to get, oh, I can't use her. That's right. Huh. I'm not looking for her anymore. I'm actually looking for 14 again. All right, so let's switch this to confident. 14, there we go. Again, same problem, 50-50. It's possible we get cunning instead of healthy, but not probable. And there you go. You see, so you're seeing what I'm talking about. Thankfully, it didn't do the opposite just because I'm talking about it and recording it. But you more commonly get the common traits than the clan traits from my experience. There's no, like, I don't have any hard data. I didn't track these. It's just my experience. It's very hard to get a clan trait on accident. It happens, but not all the time. Okay. So now, if we take these, okay. Oh, she's in the valley. Hang on a second. See if I can get her out of here. Sorry about this. This was an unplanned part of this video because I didn't realize that she was there. But it's a quick fix. All right. So now we marry her. And we're going to marry her to him. Okay. So now you see when we replace this one. So you see how all of these other ones over here say unable to replace, unable to replace, unable to replace. So we have a 50-50 chance, brutal or devout. I'm okay with either. I prefer brutal. And as we've discussed and seen, brutal is more likely, but that doesn't mean guaranteed. So let's do this. Okay, and we got the brutal. That's what we were hoping for. So we got step 1. Okay. So this 13 is going to be out of place. She should be down here. Number 9, I think, is the one that I married. Anyway, next step is we want to get this focused onto her. Okay. So again, now her traits have slightly changed, but we have confident, healthy, brutal, bestial. Okay. Remember those: confident, healthy, brutal, bestial. We come over to him. He has brutal, and he has healthy, right? Confident, healthy, brutal, bestial. So he has healthy, he has brutal. So we need to replace tenacious, and we need to replace noble. The way that we want to do that, okay, is, now this champion right here is a little more difficult to do this on than, say, an ASN. Why? Because the ASN comes in common. Unless you have the companion, Scorching Fire doesn't come in common. Okay? So I don't have any commons. So I have to make this one, which has 2 traits, which is, well, 3 traits total, but I'm trying to get the dutiful, right? I want dutiful on him, so that will also match her dutiful. So we're trying to match dutiful, brutal, healthy, and then we'll add one more, either confident or bestial. Okay? I think we're going to add confident. So, but I need to try to get this dutiful onto him, which is going to be kind of a pain because all there are for Scorching Fire is rare unless you have the companion and you left it at common. Okay? So that's one thing to also keep in mind. If you get a companion of some of these more rare types, but you can summon the mythic, it might, at least for a little bit, be better for you to leave it at common. Okay, so she has loyal, tenacious. He has tenacious. That's good. So now we need to match noble, healthy, or brutal. Okay, so we're going to marry her to him because he has brutal. Okay, so we want to get rid of that and get the brutal. So we do the marriage here. We hope for brutal. We got the brutal. So we got what we need. We're still in good shape. So now when we marry him to her, where is she? Let's find her. Number 11 here. Okay. So now we want to get dutiful, but we also have to be careful about what we take off. Because remember the ones we want to keep, right? We want to keep healthy and brutal because they match our target champion. All right, so we don't want to get rid of those. We can't get rid of brutal, right? Or it doesn't guarantee, so we're going to get rid of noble. So you see, we have both of them now. Unable to replace, unable to replace. We're guaranteeing that we're getting this dutiful off of her. There's no question because she can't give us anything else. So now we have dutiful. Okay. So if you are at this point wondering, well, why are you using a level 4 dutiful when you're trying to do all of these mythic traits? Well, because all I'm trying to do with him is get this level 18 focused onto her. She already has the level 18 dutiful. I just need any level dutiful to make sure that he doesn't give her a trait that I don't want him to. Okay, so now we need to replace this tenacious with confident. And that's where this one comes in that I was supposed to use earlier. That's where the number 9 that I used on accident, which is fine. They were the same exact champion. And again, I checked these, and as much as possible, you want to use champion from the same clan, because if I had a female Yiv, for example, that I could use to give me confident, I could guarantee confident. But I can't, but I didn't have one, so I just had to find a champion that had confident, a common champion that had confident, and then try to get the confident. We've had good luck with it so far. Let's hope it goes here. We get the confident again, so you can see several examples where it is much harder for the clan trait to come over than the regular trait, which is another reason if you're trying to do a multiple clan trait champion, you need to kind of do this method and waste a bunch of rings. Or you could just try and RNG it and waste a bunch of rings one at a time if that's what you want to do. All right, So now we're going to marry her to him. Okay. So now the one we are going to replace is Bestial. And again, here you see, unable to replace on all 4 except for the focus. So we're guaranteeing that this focus clan trait goes on to our champion. And then there we are. You see we have dutiful, we have focused, we also have the brutal we want. So we have 2 more traits to replace, 2 more clan traits to replace. So let's get into it. Again, hopefully now you can also see why I arranged it. Like it took me probably 3 times as long to arrange all of these and find the right champions than it's going to take me to actually do this video for you guys. And that's with me talking and filling all this time. Like, it takes a long time to sort through all your champions and figure out which ones are going to work and keep track of it all. It makes it much less stressful doing it this way, organized, knowing what's coming next. Okay, so if we look at him, he has confident, athletic, fierce, loyal. If we go back and we look at her, she has dutiful, focused, confident, healthy, brutal, right? Dutiful, focused, confident. He had confident, and then brutal. So we're going to be replacing the healthy this time. Okay. So we want to keep confident, and we're going to get the other 3 on here. But again, we have to go through this with her. And unfortunately, I don't have a rare that had any matching traits, so I'm going to have to marry her to 2 commons real quick. Both number 6s. Okay, so let's remember number 6. And go in here, go to our commons, find number 6, Travain. Okay, marry this. And there we go. We got the athletic that we needed. At least I hope we needed it, because I'm just kind of going for it at this point because I have them in order. That's the reason that I had them in order. Okay, so now we're looking for the other number 6 common Travain. He has the other trait I need. Okay, then we're going to marry him like this. All right, we got the confident. So now we have confident and athletic on her. So we should be able to take him and go look for our rare scorching fire, not number 3. We want number 7. Okay. And that's weird. Look at that confident. That confident is glowing green. Why is that confident glowing green? That is so weird right there. It looks like it's supposed to be agile or something. Okay, so which traits did he have? Fierce, loyal, none of those matter to us. So we're just going to pop one of them over. We're going to guarantee we get dutiful off of this. And we get it. All right. So now you see if we pop it, and this is something you can do if you kind of lose track of where you're at, right? So if we were to come in here, and what does he have? Confident. Okay. And let's say we do this, right? You can see we still have 2 that don't match there. All right. So we need to change 2 traits still. Hopefully that's what I have planned out. Yep. Okay. So we got to get the focus from the Yiv here. And then we are also going to get brutal from this Travain. Okay. And again, this is a good one. The Travain is guaranteeing I'm getting brutal because he has agile, so she can't give it to him. Okay. So let's get into this. Let's marry that common Yiv. That was number 5. Here she is. Is that right? Fierce? Do I want fierce? Hang on. Oh, no. I don't want fierce. what I want is, okay, I'm sorry. See, even though I have it planned out, it can be confusing. I don't want fierce. I have fierce. I want her focused. Okay, so make sure I don't give away the wrong stuff. So we want to give away athletic in this situation. That way we get the focused. Okay. All right. And then, well, nope, that's not him. Marry him again. And now we're looking for that Travain number 5. That's going to give us brutal. I'm going to switch out the fierce here. Okay. All right, so we should be set now if we take her and take him, right? So now if we replace the healthy, there we go. That's what we're looking for, right? All 4 to say unable to replace, so we guarantee that we get the agile. We'll go ahead and marry this off, get our agile, and here you see now we are up to 3 clan traits and brutal. So now we need to replace confident with devout. That was our plan. Okay. And you can see here we have the male Aeson. Okay. So we kind of have to repeat the process we just went through. We need to match all of these 3 clan traits and brutal. Okay. The good thing, however, is this one already has brutal. All right. So we don't have to find somebody to give us brutal. We already have brutal, which was also useful because if you remember the very first Aeson we used, it was a 50-50 between his devout and his brutal. So I had another one with both of those traits as well. All right. So first we need to get this rare ready to go. She has bestial and scrappy. He does not. He has bestial, pure heart, noble. Okay, so we are going to marry her to that common Aeson I had there, number 3. And he's going to give her devout, which also works, right? Because that's another trait that we can match to make sure that she passes on her clan trait. So that's why we picked him there. Remember, it doesn't have to be the common trait. You can pass on the clan trait. Right, and then we're going to need this Yiv, I believe, right? Yeah, no. Who are we using here? Brutal? Yeah, we want to try and give her brutal. Oh, no, we're done. We're done with that. I'm sorry. That's why I got confused. So now we go here. We go into rares. We look for her, okay? And then we'll just take off pure heart. It doesn't matter which one we're going to take. We just want the dutiful. There it is. We get the dutiful. Okay. Now, we're going to have some 50-50s here, okay? We're looking for these number 2s now. Here we go. We're going to take this. She's going to give me focused. Make sure the only one I'm not selling off is brutal right now. Okay, so we're going to get focused off of her again by matching the bestial if you didn't catch it there. And if I'm going too fast, you can always go back and rewind it, slow it down if you need to see it again. But by now you should have kind of the process, right? We're just matching traits. And what allows me to kind of do it faster without really looking is that I kind of organize them. What is this one? Why do I have this? This one doesn't help me at all. Hang on. What are you? What are you? Brutal. Oh, that's right. So there's a bestial. Yeah, okay. So we're going to I don't have a brutal to pass on. Or no, wait. What's going on? Oh, okay, I'm good. Oh, no, so I need a female Trevane with brutal, but I don't have one. So what I am going to do instead is I'm going to marry her to this male Trevane that has brutal. That's why I had that set up. Where is he? There he is. That's why I had that set up, because I need brutal so I can pass on the agile. Okay. So then, if we take our ASN and we find our, should be able to see this here, this one. Okay. So then we can replace this and we'll get agile. And this should complete what we were trying to do. Okay. Which is, oops, that is not what I want. Oops, that is not what I want. All right. So we marry him, or I'm sorry, marry her to him. Okay. We're going to get rid of this one. And there you go. You see, we nailed it. Unable to replace all 4 of those except for Devout. We hit the marriage. And then now we have it. We have finished our 4-clan mythic female Scorching Fire. We gave her Agile, Devout, Focused, and Brutal. All mythic level. Okay. So hopefully this helps you understand how to go through that process, how to ensure that you're getting the traits that you want. Now, to guarantee it is it's more expensive than getting quote unquote lucky, but it could also be less expensive, because if you don't get quote unquote lucky, right, that's not doing you any good. And there you see we have 30 rings left. We had 49 to start. So that took us 19 rings. That's pretty expensive to do. Okay. That was almost half of the rings that I had. So that's expensive. But we got what we wanted. We can go earn some more rings. We got this champion with 4 traits. She's rocking the double dark, what do they call it? Dark insight aspects there. Didn't give her the green or the white ones because we did the focus first. Okay. But that's how it does it. So shoot me your comments. If you have questions, you can come on over to our Discord or hit me up in a message, but please comment. If you like the video, click the like button. It only takes you 1 second. Comment, subscribe, tell a friend. I'm Belligerent. Peace.